He's under the effect of taser. So he is being sent electricity on his body right now. He is shaking on the ground. We cannot touch him at that moment. When he tries to get up and when he is on his feet, then is when we can handcuff him. And while doing that, as you saw, I put away my taser after I showed you that I tased them. So that's what you should do instantly. When a person is tased and a suspect is tased, you should put away your weapon because you cannot have a weapon when you cuff someone.
Okay.
Because also speaking in real life, you cannot cuff someone while having an AR on your hand, can you now? Or a
No.
shotgun.
But
So that's called the power gaming.
what's the
And
quickest way to cuff someone?
you
The
press
quickest
Z.
way, well, on the left side of your screen, this is OOC speaking because I'm trying to explain you at the easiest way. So, in the
Mhm.
left side of your screen, which would be also said as left eye in RP knowledge, that would be Z muscle, the cuffs.
Okay.
So, for example, I'm gonna cuff you and uncuff you instantly because I don't want you to have a cold day and be in jail. I'm gonna cuff you right now, quickly, uncuff you, and before doing that, you always have to say, "Sir or ma'am, I'm gonna be cuffing you. Sir or ma'am, I'm gonna be uncuffing you." And when you cuff them, that's the only time you can grab them by their hand. So whenever you do that, you have to say, "Sir or ma'am, I'm gonna be grabbing you by your arm." You have to say what you do to just have a different effect and just to let them know what you're doing. And same thing for getting a suspect out or in a vehicle for transporting them to the DOC. You have to tell them, "Sir or ma'am, I'm going to be getting you in the vehicle. Please watch your head." Some people like to say, "Please watch your head, please watch your step." But it's on you. If even if you say, "Please watch your head," that's it. That's also fine. That's considered complete. So you should always tell them to watch their head whenever you take them out or get them in the vehicle.
Mhm.
Always. And when you at the DOC, when you get out of your vehicle, you should just say, "Sir or ma'am, I'm going to be getting you out of the vehicle. Please watch your head." And whenever you take a 1015 to DOC, you should, even if you have driven the best on the whole road, you have not hit anything, you are perfectly fine. Try to give them medical attention. Just tell, "Ma'am, I'm going to be checking you. If you need medical attention, then try to give them medical attention." Do you know how to do it from the G menu? You guys know?
Y- yeah, you go to G organization and then 8.
Yep. J, organization. And then you use heal a player. Always, whenever you take a 1015 to DOC, remember, provide them with medical attention. These are some crucial things that if you don't do, and you have lawyers, if the 1015 requests a lawyer, which we of course have to give them a lawyer if they request to do so,
Yep.
then the lawyer is going to point these things out. If you don't give them medical attention, even if they're a five-star criminal, they have murdered public servants, they don't matter. If the lawyer sees that you have not given them medical attention at the DOC, he will just say, "Leave my client, and you'll be good. Otherwise, they will sue us because that's wrong. We cannot do that. We'll have to give them medical attention because our job is to get that 1015 to government. Government will punish them by keeping them in the DOC. Our job is just to transport them from here to there, and while doing so, we will have to keep them at their best condition and alive, of course. All right. Do you guys understand that?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yep. So every time you cuff someone, oh, by the way, if you guys go to sleeping mode,
No
just roam
sleeping.
around a bit. Don't want to sleep. Yeah, talking about sleeping. So there are some rules as well for sleeping. Sleeping is basically when you go AFK for a long time. Do you guys know what the radio code for going AFK is?
No.
No,
I mean, I
I've
can get it really
never
quick
heard
Yep.
though.
about it.
All right. So it's 10-7. So what would be the radio transmission be when you have to go AFK urgently when you're on duty? Let me just show you in the left
Picture.
tile. I'll type it out, check it, and that's what it will be.
So I would just come down in the underground garage and say, uh, uh, I'm going 10-7, or
You put
what
your
would I
badge
say?
number. You'd say badge number to dispatch. I'm going 10-7.
Uh,
So a badge number to dispatch show me 107 for an amount of time, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. And if you don't know, just say 107 for a few minutes or 107 for unknown amount of time. Or I mean, unknown amount of time, that would sound really weird. But just if you don't know the time that you will be 107 for, just say badge number to dispatch, show me 107. That's all. You don't have to specify the time, but it is of course good if you know the time approximation that you're going to be AFK for. You can just let people know that I'm going to be AFK for 5 minutes, and they can just see it and they're like, oh, okay, he's AFK. He'll be back in like 5 minutes. I'll talk to him later then, just so people know it. All right, that's for going AFK. And yeah, you cannot go AFK on the HQ leaving this garage. This garage is the only place you can go AFK while you're on duty. Not on the HQ, and not on the personal parking on the other side of the bridge that you guys probably know. If you don't, then I'll show you that as well. If you guys have personal vehicles, you can park them on the personal parking and the across the bridge. And remember, some of the people have been caught with illegal weapons. So if you guys have any illegal weapons which you carry around in your trunks, do not, because you will be given a strike and the weapons will be confiscated. Do you understand?
Yep.
yes.
Yep. Even if it's a battle pass weapon or anything, doesn't matter. If it is illegal or if you're over carrying, uh, well, yeah, I'm gonna let you guys know the over carrying limits as well. But if you have an illegal weapon with you, it is not allowed. When you're in LSPD, you should not be owning any illegal items with you. Do you understand?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Even if you're a rookie, even if you're a cadet, if you even if you have joined 5 minutes ago, if any internal affairs searches your car in that personal garage and finds out you have an illegal weapon, you will be punished for it. It's the same for everyone. So that's that. And overcarrying. So overcarrying is a violation. It's a penal code that we use to charge people. If you are, for example, overcarrying is basically when you have more than a certain limit of weapon and ammunition with you or in your vehicles. So I'm gonna just tell you the limits. It's all in the firearm law documents. You can search up the documents. As documents are also provided to you in the emails. So the limit for overcarrying would be one weapon. These are for citizens, by the way, not for us. For us, overcarrying is depending upon your rank. So overcarrying for a citizen would be one unit of weapon on them and 100 units of ammunition. For example, if I am a citizen and I have a shotgun,
Nicholas,
Oh.
yeah,
Nicholas, tell me something. Did we remove the excess ammo from the vehicle?
I mean we used them. So
No, there were 200 AR ammos left.
you might want to check it. I believe we took it at that time, but check it please.
Okay.
I got given 200 AR bullets, if that's what you wanted.
Oh yeah, well, that was my personal bullets. That was not the one.
Okay. Well, do you want them back now?
No, whenever you go off duty, return all of your gear and return that as well. Just make sure you have updated in your logs that I gave it to you because I have,
Okay.
so it should be reflecting in your logs as well.
Okay.
Yeah, I already put in my logs, but if we're going on duty and stuff like a normal thing, don't do what guns would I usually have? Because right now I
Oh,
only have that
so
submachine.
yeah, so of that also depends on your rank, and it's all in the uniforms and weapons section. If you look in the emails, where you can find your uniforms. If you scroll down a bit, you'll find the weapon loadout for each rank.
Okay, let me do that.
Yep. And there will be a limit for ammunition that you can carry according to your rank as well. So that is according to every rank. You can see your loadout and have the loadout and keep it updated. If you get a rank up, update it. If you get demoted, unfortunately, which of course should not happen, you can update it. So keep yourself updated with your uniforms. If you have a wrong uniform and internal affairs looks at you and be like, this guy is a rookie but he's wearing a cadet uniform, or this guy is a rookie and he's wearing a high command uniform, that will be trouble. So just make sure you guys don't do that. And also, talking about internal affairs, please don't forget to have your health insurance updated every 7 days. Every 7 days your health insurance will be expiring, so just keep that updated. Don't forget to have your licenses updated as well, so keep that in mind. Don't forget those things. And yeah, back to over carrying. So a citizen, when you're searching him, if you find him having more than one weapon or more than 100 units of ammunition, that doesn't matter. If he has one AR ammunition and 100 pistol ammunition, that's 101 in total, which means he is over carrying. So that's for over carrying for each person on themselves. Talking about over carrying in the trunks of vehicle, you can only have 3 units of weapons. So they can have 3 shotguns, 3 AR, 3 pistols, or 1 AR, 2 shotguns, or whatever. So they can only have 3 units of weapons and 300 units of ammunition accordingly for the trunks. So if you search a trunk and you find more than 300 ammunition or more than 3 weapons, that person can be also charged with over carrying because he is over carrying.
So on them they can only have 100 ammunition, and
Yep,
how many weapons?
one.
Okay, only one.
Yep. And in the trunk, they can have 3 and 300 ammunition. 3 weapons and 300 ammunition.
Okay.
Yep. That's the over carrying limit.
Is that
So you
300 bullets per gun or
no,
300 altogether?
just 300 units of ammunition in total.
Okay.
Yep. That's what I said. Even if you have 50 bullets, for example, even if you on yourself, now this is talking about yourself, not the trunk, yourself. If you're carrying 52 bullets of pistol and 60 bullets of AR, you cannot go for a police and just say, I don't have 100 ammunition of AR, I only have 60. In total, you have more than 120, or sorry, 110. So that is over carrying. So that's what the thing is. The units, uh, what they mean by weapon unit and ammunition units is in total, they shouldn't have bullets exceeding the number of 100 for themselves and 300 for the trunk. That's the over carrying limit. And remember this, when you're not in uniform, you're considered a citizen. Understand this and remember this. If you have your personal weapons, of course you have to have a legal weapons. Illegal weapons is not allowed. That should be obvious. Being an LSPD, you cannot have illegal weapons. If you're caught having one, you will be arrested and blacklisted from LSPD for corruption. Move around, guys. Don't sleep. If you go to sleep, then you won't be able to talk. So that's why. Yep. So these are some few things that you might actually learn in the phase 3. And I know I'm just telling you this earlier, but I mean patrolling the city would be worse than telling you this. So this is much better. I'm telling you information that you want to know before going to patrol or before continuing in your career in LSPD. So these are some things that you have to remember. And I told you some things about not cuffing people and not helping people heal them while holding weapons in your hand or any kind of item in your hand. Remember that. If you do that, that's a big deal. So yeah, people can just cut the body cam and be like, "Hey, you did this. I'm gonna post you in forums and stuff like that." That's power gaming. So you will be punished if you are caught doing that. And if you are caught doing that, and if you want to like rectify
Nicholas,
it, yeah,
keep your radio on
radio,
and keep an eye on the left eye. We are low on numbers. We need to help our officers as well.
yeah, uh, Luca. Oh,
Yeah,
where
Mahir.
is it?
Yeah, I've sent Mahir to help him, but just make sure that you have an eye on the left eye.
Yeah, yep,
Keep your radio on, please.
yeah, I'll do it. Yep, it's on. All right. So these are some few things. All right, that's good. Okay, so these are just some few things that you guys to know need to know. You have to know much more than this about. Do you guys know anything about mercy killing or metagaming?
Yeah, I know about
Yeah, I know
metagaming.
about the mercy killing and that.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
can you give me an example for metagaming?
Metagaming is
Uh,
using anything OC, NC to benefit yourself.
That is correct. And what if I don't say OOC speaking and I'm like, hey Jake, check Discord.
That's
I've sent you
mixing.
some things. Go to that location and you'll find some weed or something or
Yeah,
cannabis. I don't know.
that's mixing and
Yeah.
metagaming.
Yep,
yeah.
that's mixed in, correct? So you guys know you cannot do that. You cannot mix. Mixing is basically talking OOC without clarifying that you're talking OOC. And of
Mhm.
course, your character will not know that information. Even if I say right now, OOC speaking, I knew that guy killed me.
Brody,
Now
cup drop.
switching to IC, I don't know. Like, I don't know if I was killed by anyone. Or, and speaking of killing, hello, Kyle?
Y-
Yeah, speaking of killing, do you guys know anything about NLR, New Life Rule?
Yep.
yeah, where you can't come back for, I think it's like 15 minutes from a place
Mhm.
where you were killed.
Yep. Correct.
Yep. So, if you were killed at a particular location, you shall not come back there from the hospital for the next 15 minutes. And you should also forget about what happened there for the last 5 to 15 minutes. Whatever happened, whomever killed you, whichever gang member killed you, whichever gang it was, whichever person it was, you cannot remember it because you died. So you will not remember some few things 5 to 10 minutes before your death if you die. Not unconscious. If you're unconscious, that's a different thing. You do not forget anything if you're unconscious. But if you die and spawn at hospital, that is when you have to apply NLR on you, new life rule. Which means, of course, as I said, you cannot reach to the location where you died for the next 15
Guys,
minutes.
cup drop. Nicholas, cup drop. I can't hear you.
Hello?
I can
Am I
hear
not
you.
audible?
I can hear you
Yeah, we
now.
can hear you. We
I
can
can
hear
hear
you.
you.
You were able to hear, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could hear him.
Yeah. So that's it. The new life rule. You cannot go to the place of your death for 15 minutes and you should forget who killed you and what happened about the situation. All right. And yeah, that's okay. Now I'm going to ask you some questions about patrolling the city. All right. Do you know how many units we can have at minimum for patrolling
Two.
in your vehicle?
Two.
Yeah, I've seen.
Two. That is correct. And of course, you guys should know, I just told you, you cannot go patrolling alone. You will see Federico do it, but he is the chief. Do not learn from him. That's something that I'm going to tell you. But yeah, don't go patrolling alone. That is not allowed and not recommended.
Nicholas, continue.
All right. So that's what I
I will
told
keep
you
an eye
about.
on the PDA.
Yep. All right. So while patrolling the city, if you find that a vehicle is speeding, before that actually, do you guys know how to turn on the radars to find if anyone's speeding?
Yep.
Yeah.
Elroy knows it. Kyle knows it.
Yeah. Where you go to like
Jake?
J and radar switch.
Yep. So when you're in a police vehicle, like for example that one, actually come sit in the vehicle.
Oh wait, let me get another vehicle for your practice.
Yep. Get in, everyone. Whoever can at least. There's also another vehicle coming, so that's all good. All right. So right now, flex your J muscle, J for Joker. Flex your J muscle and go to radar switching. Radar switching is basically turning your radar on or off. If it's already on, it will be turned off if you press it. If it's already off, then it will be turned on if you press it. So right now, because we were not in the vehicle, everyone's radar should be off, which means if you press it right now, it will be turned on. There you go.
So do I
Kyle, you can sit in that vehicle. That's also a police vehicle.
turn my radar off or do I keep it on?
Turn it on. I'll show you something. So Sam right here is going to be in front of us. License plate as well, and you can see the speed. So no, it's 120.
120
Yep.
for this.
So aren't you?
Nope. I mean, yeah, it's of course it's a general. Oh, it's just taking over. Yeah, it's a general say that you can go 5 over and you'll be fine. Of course, in real life, you are not punished for going 5 over the speed limit. That is true.
Yeah.
But of course, and we are not going after speeding vehicles always. But yeah, so you can go 120 in the city. That's the limit. And on the highways, it is 180. And by the way, you should actually follow this limit at the time when you have 1015 with you. All right. So you have to follow the speed limit when you have a 1015 with you. Since you have a 1015 with you, he might maybe act up, or sometimes you hit a bump or something on the road. If you're overspeeding, going 250 or something like that, the 1015 may get hurt. Maybe his hands get hurt because he is
Give
in
me get a
handcuffs, of
cadet there.
course. So yeah, you have to take care of the 1015 as well.
I'm
And
going to
if
get a cadet to process him.
just in case no one if anyone doesn't know what a 1015 is, a 1015 is basically a suspect in custody. When we have a suspect, we are
Yeah,
handcuffing him.
just tell him.
He is
Tell that
basically
to the
turned
cadet.
into from a suspect to a 1015.
Nicholas.
Yep.
Who do you consider can do a 10-15 right now?
Right now Elroy can do it.
Elroy,
Maybe
with me inside the vehicle.
Jake
Let's go.
can maybe. All right,
I,
Elroy, go
I
ahead.
need one guy, Nicholas. Give me a confirmed guy who can do it, so that
Elroy
I
it
can
is.
clear him. Elroy, get in. Nicholas, give a call to me that I am in my DOC with one cadet.
All right. Yep. 2132 Mayra, copy. 2132 last Sam is on the way with a cadet. Please do not process your 1015. Stop. He is on the way to DOC. All right. So he is gone for processing a 1015. Do you guys know what the meaning of processing a 1015 is?
Yeah, pulling it. Isn't it pulling it through the DLC so they can get locked up?
Well, the basic.
Like processing that through
Do
the
you guys
system.
have weapons on you?
Yeah, I got my weapon
Yeah.
on me, so.
Everyone has weapons, PDWs or whatever.
Yeah.
All right. We're gonna have some fight here. All right, get in the vehicle.